You made it. You made it to the game. It's a video game. That's all this is. You're the player. Number one. That's all you are. I'm going to tell you how you take control of the game. Because when you're playing the game, don't you have the controller in your hands? Man, we went over, man means hand. You're the man with the controller, with the mind of God. This is your game. You do what you choose in it, your environment. And I'm going to show you in this video how to take control of that game. Which truly, it's not even a video game, because video games came after this. How could it be? Nature was here before video games got created. So what are video games based off of? Your ability to control your environment. That's what it's based off of. Because you are the creator. We all are. We are one consciousness. And you have to know this in your heart, in your bones. You have to feel it. You got to feel the vibration. Your bones are crystals. And if you vibrate at a high enough frequency, your whole body vibrates with that as well. It's resonance. The game started in the mind. The world is mind. There's something that keeps biting me. Where's that keep going? The world's mind. The world is mind. The world is mind. Where's the mind at? That's how you control it. You gain control of your mind. That's why everything that has been put around you since you came into this simulation, this creation that we have put together so that we can have these experiences, it has fractured your mental state. This is on purpose though. This isn't by mistake, this is by design. So you have to realize, how could we have this experience if everyone was purely conscious of everything going on? We would just all go back to the one singular entity and be conscious of everything. We have to create blocks and walls and gates and guards that we make seem to be malicious, but they're not. You put them there. You got control of them. All of them. The military can't stop me because they are created by me, the same as you. There is nothing that can stop you. Nowhere. Fiat currency can't stop me or you. I'm quoting Homeboy Sandman. Go get his album. Very good. The only thing you need to do to control this environment is know that it is created from your mind. It's all created subconsciously from what you have allowed into your mind. Whether you put it there or something else did, by the rules of how everything is rolling here. From the point you were born into this existence, you have been subjected to trauma. Just think of the entire experience that children go through, a baby goes through. We ain't talking about monkeys. In a hospital. Everything that they're exposed to, the lights, they get drops put in their eyes. They get detached from their mother. A lot of times the father isn't even necessarily in the room. They're being caught by a stranger and brought somewhere. Their cord is being cut. There is so much trauma going on from the inception to program your mind to be receptive to it. Because that is it's the infancy. In the infancy is where you can program where the program will hold on the most without having to do very much. Because there's nothing there, it's a blank slate for the most part. It's just pure, unbound potential, energy. It's just figuring out how to utilize its energetic field. And that is the perfect time to manipulate someone because they're wide open to being manipulated in a certain way. This is why the whole schooling system exists as how it does. Because it gets the child to be in a certain frame of mind so that they become part of this system. Which again, it's not negative. Once we start seeing what's happening as negative, we've lost control. Because there is no such thing as negative and positive. These are two forces that we use. If we didn't have what we, as some of us say, negative and positive, which I see it as centered and everything outside of the center, so the balance is in the middle, and then everything outside of that's a radius. You're at the center. Your mind is a point in the center, and it expels itself out into your environment and envelops it as far as you choose. That's everything you see. It's in your mind. It's part of your subconscious. Go watch this video on the environment and how to take control of your subconscious, because that is highly important if you want to control your environment. It is impossible to take control of this system that you created until you take responsibility to it, because that is the ability to respond. And the only way to truly do that is to take control of your mind. To be conscious of everything going into your mind and to accept what comes out of it. It may not be the holiest of things. It may not be what you are looking to do, your actions or experience. That's okay though, because you're just going to take responsibility of it, see why that happened, and then change it. It's basically a math equation because it's programming. We can see it in computer programming if we want. If you mess the program up, it may do something that you don't expect, but all you have to do is go back to the code and change it, and now you can do it. Just like United States law, it's codes. And they go back and change these codes quite often, as they're doing right now with the financial system. Same thing, because it allows them to do other things, because now it's not being regulated. You have to do the same thing. Stop regulating yourself by saying that is negative and positive. It's what happened. It's your responsibility to figure out why it happened as the observer, a mental observer, a conscious observer, and to see what came into your existence that caused that. It's just 1 + 1 = 3. That's all it is. That's all that's happening, because that's 3 things there. So you get 3. And that's how you can program your environment, because most of you are going to think 1 + 1 is 2. But you don't have to see it that way. That's what I'm telling you. You were taught that. You were taught that that's how you add. But you don't have to, because there's actually 3 symbols there. So if there's 3 symbols there, we can just say, oh, it's 3. There's 3 symbols. Stop looking at the numbers. Look at it all. Focus on everything that is occurring around you. Be the observer, the conscious observer. Take control of the mind. The world is mind, and you have it. So you use it to control it. But if you don't know that you have that within you, and that is what is occurring around you, you're not going to be able to control it. You're going to be irresponsible. Literally. You're going to do things that are unsavory to your being, that are unhealthy, that leave you poor. You're pouring out. You're dehydrated because you're pouring out all your fluids. You're short-circuiting in your energy is just being siphoned off into the ether because you are allowing others to potentially cause you harm by you reacting to them, which is fine. But you have to take responsibility when that happens because you chose to do the reaction. You chose to do the thing that is perpetuating that idea to continue on in your mind. When you know the world is mind, you know that you having a solid focus on what you are creating will bring it to fruition. That's the gnosis. Gnosis is where the word know comes from. It's gnosis. It has to do with your nose, smelling things, the scent. Your senses. Your senses are your sensei. It's the feeling that you use to teach yourself everything that's going on. Use your senses. Use all of them in every situation to determine why something is occurring. Whether it's something that you enjoy or not. Because that's going to tell you, this is what I need to do and this is what I need to change. You need to know both things. You can't just focus on what you need to change because you're not going to know what to put there. It's say you want to start eating healthier, but you don't know how because you've always been shown that you go and you get packaged food at the grocery store. How are you going to eat healthier if you don't know what to replace that type of packaged food with? Say you're going and getting some cookies. You're used to getting Oreos. How are you going to know what to replace that with if you don't know how to make cookies yourself and what to use? You can use organic ingredients, but you don't know that. And you don't know that you need very few ingredients, probably 3 to 5 ingredients to make a cookie. You don't need very much. So sugar, water, flour, that's really it. And this is the same concept for anything in your mind. Anything you're doing, anything mental, there is an example right around you. That's because it's all coming from your mind. There's an example right around you right now telling you exactly what is occurring within your mind. And it's showing you how to utilize it. It is actually giving you tips constantly. Your environment is constantly giving you tips how to utilize that tool of your mind. This is why the system is set up this way, because the mind is so powerful. Any mind can destroy this whole thing instantly. Any highly conscious mind can just end it all. Why? Because you are all of it. That's why. But when you become that highly conscious, you realize there's nothing evil out here. It's not, because evil is live spelled backwards. What? That makes no sense. We need to understand the language we're using. There's nothing that is occurring that is bad. It just is occurrences. It's just the event. It's just the current wave, the flow. You have to ride the wave. Sometimes there's big wakes. Sometimes it's just an easy wave coming in. Just depends. Depends where you are. Depends what coast you're on. Depends what's out in the water, potentially. But it's your responsibility to know how to interact with those waves. That's what you need to do. You don't need to necessarily know where it came from, because that may be outside of your immediate environment. And you don't have to bring all of that in. You need to be able to see what is occurring, though, off of that and respond to it effectively and efficiently, proficiently. Because you're a pro gamer. Evo. You're going to evolve into a god, which you already are. Just take control. Just take control. It's the idea that you don't know how to do something is never going to allow you to do it. What you want in your mind is to ask questions. How do I take control? Ask it to yourself. and you'll get the answer. Ask it to other people and you'll get the answer. I was saying, you'll get the answer. My video stopped, so we had a cut, which I usually don't do. To continue on with what I was saying, you have to ask the question, because asking the question makes you king. As king makes you, as a man, king of your kingdom, your domain. Because now you're going to get information regarding your quest, your question. You're king on a quest. It's a game. I'm telling you, it's a video game. Learn the language. And because you're a king on a quest, when you are asking questions, you get the answer. You become God at that point, because you will realize that the crown on your head is representing that, because the king wears a crown. That's why the king is wearing it. The king is a direct connection between God and man. It's the conduit between the two. That's why asking will lead you to exactly what you need to know, because it's all right here. And when you ask something, you have to do it around you. In some way, shape, or form. I guess you can do it over a device or a screen of some sort, but you're bridging the connection. It's still around you at that point. You're bringing things that are somewhere else in other dimensions, portals, through wormholes, pulling them to you. That's what you're doing right now. I'm somewhere else. But you see me. So to take control, you just got to control your mind. And we could do this through the physical body, which I will go into as well in an episode, because what happens in the mind will reflect into the body, and what happens in the body will reflect into the mind. It's a two-way system. So your body is in essence a inflection of your subconscious within itself. Because what's going on around you is going on inside the body as well. So changing the body will also change the environment, which will change the mind, because you're changing the subconscious, which is what programs what you receive. This is why it's important for you to make sure what you are putting into your subconscious is being coded how you want it to be. Don't let other programs and developers into your application. You code it on your own. Don't outsource it. Do it yourself. Do it all yourself. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Go out in nature. Listen to the birds.